This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 4051 Baywood Street, Los Angeles, California, 90039. Today is May 30th, 2023. We're performing a video waste and sewer inspection. We're from the rear of the property through a 4-inch ABS waistline cleanout located just behind the ADU unit. And this goes towards the side yard. This goes towards our slider door for the ADU, and this is our 4-inch ABS waistline clean out here. And it is just as you exit the slider door, it's just to the right of the slider door, just underneath the water regulator. So again, we zero out our camera monitor here. We're just going to push through. It does appear to be black ABS waistline. And push out. We've got a couple tie-ins here. The ADU does have a bathroom, a full bathroom, and a full kitchen. So we did flush a little bit of water in our bathroom just to get the line clear. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And again, all the joints thus far all appear to be in fair, maintainable condition. As we continue to push out, we do transition to black ABS sewer pipe as we continue to push out. And again, this is running along the driveway. So again, we're going to pull back a little bit. You can see that we've got a little bit of a belly in this area. So we'll pull back. And it starts off right around 51 feet, 8 inches on the camera monitor. And then as we continue to push out, you can see that we do have a belly. So again, we're just going to see how long this belly is. And as we push out, you can see the belly. It's approximately 4 feet long. We'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, we'll continue to push out. And on the way back, we'll mark that belly. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And again, as we continue to push out, it does appear that we do have another belly in this area. So we'll push in just a little bit. And we're right around 70 feet, 4 inches. You can see we do have an opening there at the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. And we're just going to locate this area. This area here could possibly be our mainline sewer cleanout up at the front of the property along the driveway. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. It is at 2 foot 1 inches deep. And again, this is just to as you enter the driveway, just on the left-hand side next to the wooden porch and the gas meter. And we did mark it on the wooden porch at 2 foot 1 inches deep. And again, we do have a belly in this area. So again, we do have another mainline clean out up there at the front. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push through here just to see how long our belly is. And as we push through, you can see that we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer pipe. And then we're going to pull back just a hair, and you can see that we do have an offset in that transition. So the black ABS sewer pipe is transitioning to vitreous clay sewer pipe, and you can see that transition there. We do have an offset there. So we're going to push in just a little bit. We're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it's at 2 foot 2 inches deep. Again, as you enter the driveway on the left-hand side next to the wooden deck, in between the wooden deck and the gas meter. And again, we do have a home inspector in the front house that's running water, so we've got some water passing through. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull back from here, and as we pull back, we're going to pull back and relocate ourselves to the 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanup at the front of the house. So again, we don't have any water running at the rear of the property, so we're going to pull back. We're just going to take a look at that section of the belly there. We did have a short belly, approximately 3 feet. So we're just going to pull back and take a look at that area. Again, we'll continue to pull back. And those joints appear to be in fair condition. And again, as we pull back, you can see this area here do have that belly. We're just going to pause here for a moment. We're just going to locate where our belly's at. So we're going to push in just a little bit, just kind of in the middle of our belly. And we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. And again, we did mark it on the left-hand side of the driveway, in between the front house and the ADU at the rear of the property. and we did mark it with the red flag at 1 foot 11 inches deep. And that's about the center of our belly. Our belly is approximately a 3-foot belly, so it is a short belly. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. And all the black ABS sewer pipe and waistline up to the front of the property there all appear to be in fair maintainable condition. Again, did have a short belly, but again, it is approximately a 3-foot belly. So again, we're just continuing to pull back. Again, as we pull back, transitioning back into our black ABS waistline. And again, the sewer line runs through the garage and ties into the rear of the ADU. So again, we did transition to our black ABS waistline. And again, all our black ABS waistline thus far appear to be in fair maintainable condition. Again, we do have a full bathroom and a full kitchen in the ADU. So again, we did run water, we did flush toilets, everything seemed to be passing through. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And there's a tie-in there. Again, another tie-in there. Again, we'll continue to pull back, heading back towards our clean out. And we'll make a little bit of a turn. And we'll come up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. And we're going to relocate ourselves up towards the, again, front left-hand corner of the driveway. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located at the front of the property, just on the left-hand side of the driveway next to the gas meter, in between the gas meter and the porch on the left-hand side of the house. Again, this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here, and this goes out towards the front of our property. And this is our gas meter, and then our steps are just right behind us, a little redwood porch there. And again, we're just going to zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the clean out. And we're going to drop down and again continue to push out all the way out towards our city sewer tie-in. So as we push out, again, we are holding some water. And again, we do have an offset in this transition from black ABS sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe. And again, we did mark that with the red flag, again, on the left-hand side of the driveway. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Make a little bit of a turn. Again, we'll continue to push out. Got a little more debris on our camera lens, but what we'll do is we'll just attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in, and then from there we can pull back, get our camera lens clear, and we'll attempt to pull back from there, take a good look. So we're just going to pause our mic here. And as we continue to push out, it does appear that we transition to a concrete sewer line. Now we're down into our city sewer tie-in. So we're going to pull back just a little bit. You can see that is our city sewer tie-in there. You can see the water flowing beneath us. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And again, we are out in the middle of the street. So you can see the water flowing beneath us. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back, and we're going to pull back slowly. We'll just take a good look at the joints on the way back. So again, we are in concrete sewer piping. Again, we're just going to pull back slowly. Then we'll continue to pull back. I'll push in just a little bit. You can see a little bit of neoprene, a little bit of concrete overpour in the joint there, but nothing major. We'll pull back slowly. We'll just take a good look at these concrete joints as we pull back. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And as we pull back, pull back a little bit more. You can see we got a little bit of a holding water there. There's a little bit of concrete overpour in that joint there. Again, we'll pull back slowly. You can see there, you can see a little bit of the concrete overpour in that joint. And again, as we continue to pull back, we transition back into vitreous clay sewer pipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to push in, and we're going to locate that area. We're going to locate this transition between vitreous clay sewer pipe and concrete sewer pipe. And we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it's just at the left-hand side of the driveway next to the sidewalk, and we did mark it with a red flag at approximately 6 foot 8 inches deep. And this is our vitreous clay to concrete sewer pipe transition. So again, this does appear to be our property line to lateral transition. Again, we'll make a little bit of a turn. We're going to push back in just a little bit. As we pull back just a little bit, a little bit of an offset there, but nothing major. They still have some water running. You can see water passing through. Got a little bit of shift in the pipe there as well, right around the 3 o'clock going all the way down to about the 6 o'clock area. So again, that's right about where the transition from concrete sewer piping to vitreous clay sewer piping is. And as we pull back, you can see the test tee there right around the 12 o'clock. So again, we'll continue to pull back, and that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint there, we do have a fairly large gap at the top of that joint. You can see that the neoprene band is exposed in that joint from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to around the 1 o'clock area. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark that area as well. So we're going to push in, and we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is approximately 5 feet, 0 inches deep, again on the left-hand side of the driveway, just as you enter the driveway next to the sidewalk. So again, as we pull back just a little bit, you can see that we do have a fairly large offset and a gap there at the top from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around about the 1 o'clock. The neoprene band is exposed in that joint. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Make a little bit of a turn. And again, as we pull back here, you can see another large gap in that joint as well. And again, that's approximately 4 feet back from the initial one. You do have another large gap in that joint, and again, that is from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. And then as we pull back a little bit more, you can see that we do have another gap in that joint as well. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, another gap in that joint with the neoprene band exposed, again from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. And we're going to push back in a little bit. And we'll pull back slowly. Again, it does appear to be a break in that area. We're going to push in slowly, just a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to run the fixtures in the house, bathrooms, kitchen, water, everything, just try to get things to pass through. It does appear to be possibly a break in that area, but again, it could be possibly an old tie-in. They did redo the waste lines underneath the house, so again, I'm just going to run some water throughout the house just to verify. But again, you can see right around the 9 o'clock, you can see that there's a piece of vitreous clay sticking out. So again, it does appear to be possibly broken. So again, we're just going to pause here. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area. We did mark it with a red flag at approximately 2 foot 5 inches deep. And again, as you can see around the 9 o'clock area, did appear to be a break. But what we'll do is when we get back to the office, we'll take a really good look at that area. You can see at the top there, the line does appear to be broken. So again, we'll just go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, another offset and a gap in that joint as well. So again, we'll continue to pull back. So the vitreous clay sewer line pipe and fitting does have several neoprene bends and gaps exposed, as well as did have a break. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And as we pull back, we transition back into our black ABS sewer pipe. And we'll make a little bit of a turn. We come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.
Sorry.